Check it out. This guy has been in the Smack Off. This guy has hosted this show. This guy has hosted his own shows. Actor, producer, comedian, talk show host, slam man, Jay Mohr. JJ, what's up?
Jim, I am so fired up. Hey, clones, your calls should not be longer than Tony La Russa saying the alphabet, okay? Let's get a little clock going on this, like an old MC battle. I enjoyed watching the NFL draft last night, Jim, or as I like to call it, the perp walk. It's nice to see these guys holding their jerseys up, practicing for 5 years down the road when they're going to be holding up their prison photos. The Broncos, are you guys kidding me? You draft Tim Tebow? Okie dokie. The reason for this pick is about as clear as Roger Mayweather's brain. Mile high for Tim Tebow, I guess, is perfect because he can play closer to God. And Tim Tebow's message will come through loud and clear in Denver when halfway through the season the entire freaking city is praying for a trade. It's a good draft strategy by the Broncos. Make sure you have the first pick in next year's draft. Hey, Ben Roethlisberger has 2 Super Bowl rings, and he allegedly has to force himself on women. Whatever happened to walking into a bar in Pittsburgh and saying, "Hi, I'm Ben Roethlisberger"? Yeah, if Ben Roethlisberger's having a hard time, that doesn't bode well for Brad and Corona, who sprays shoes at the bowling alley. That doesn't give him a lot of hope. And Ben Roethlisberger, nice haircut. You sit in the barber chair and say, "Hi, could you give me the sexual predator, please?" Tiger Woods was spotted at a Nickelback concert in Orlando this week, Jim. Yeah, fans will forgive you for cheating on your wife with every 5 and 6 in America, but seeing your heroes at a Nickelback concert is something we will never, ever get over. And I'm sure Elon was thrilled about it because nothing will cause impotence faster than a Nickelback concert. Just ask Dan in D.C. He's been to about 50 of them. What's going on with our athletes, Jim? Joe DiMaggio had Marilyn Monroe, Joe Namath, Angie Dickinson, Tiger Woods, Perkins waitress. We're not evolving anymore as athletes. Let's get on the ball here. Hey, Eagles fan, way to go. Have fun being 4-12 for the next decade. You finally succeeding in running the most popular guy out of town since Ben Franklin. You better hope Roy Halladay can throw a spiral. And congratulations to the Seattle Mariners for their huge off-season acquisition, Milton Bradley. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let Milton Bradley loose around a whole lot of coffee. Dodger fan, no one is more committed to sending James Loney to the White Sox or Angels more than the Dodgers bullpen. What the hell happened to all the pitchers these days, Jim? If the Mets and Dodgers bullpen were any more shallow, they'd be married to Hank Baskett. It seems to be the new way to extend a sports career. Marry someone on air at E. I can't wait next year when Matt Leinart marries Joel McHale. And next year at the NFL Combine, instead of the long jump, players are going to participate in the Kardashian. Speaking of zeros, hey, Vinnie Mac, nice takes. Do you have a stutter or is that a beatbox? Because if it's a beatbox, you're fantastic. If it's a stutter, why did you ever call back? Stop calling. The whole point of the show is to talk, and you can't. Go back to your job as Bowser in a Sha Na Na cover band. And Vic in NoCal, oh, Vic, you are to sports radio what Herman Melville is to sports radio. Clones, Herman Melville is an author who wrote as much as Trapper Rambles. He wrote about a whale. And speaking of whales, Vic, you got fat. What did you have, 3 callbacks for Precious? Vic, you got enormous. You could put your hands in your pockets when you're naked. Update the Facebook photos, but don't show people that gut, Vic. It's embarrassing. Vic is short for Victor. It's Latin for conqueror. And the only thing you're conquering is your AT&T friends and family plan, because all you do is call a radio show and talk about me, a show that I don't host, a show that when I do host you call, a show that when I don't host you call. You're a stalker. You're a weirdo. Your name is Victor, like Victor Kayam of the Remington Shaver without the nicks and cuts of a blade. Nice names, Vic, Gino, Vinnie, Mac, Dan, and D.C. Is this the Jungle or the cast of the Jersey Shore? Speaking of Snooki, how is Jason Stewart? I think what I'm supposed to say is I'm out. My call was brought to you by the Houston Improv.
Jay Mohr. What's up, Joe?
Wow, Jim. Jay Mohr did napalm the field. Jeez, I'm not surprised. I mean, John Mayer just called him sexual napalm. Oh, wait. He was talking about that other dumb blonde who got fat. Jim, I can't decide if Derek Fisher's playoff beard makes him look more like Suge Knight or Rachel in Houston. So first of all, let me say congratulations to all the hack-off participants. You're all winners. Jim announces a contest for idiots, and simply by unhooking your jewel cups and calling, you admitted your stupidity, which makes you a better person than you were the day before. Keep calling, weaklings. Actually, don't. And Vinnie Mac, you say you're looking forward to the smack-off? Smack-off? Don't talk about smack-off. Are you kidding me? Smack-off? You deserve to be in the smack-off like Ben Roethlisberger deserves to be the next Bachelor. By the way, how long before Ben flies to Dana Point to make a tandem call to the jungle? And where's the outrage about Ben by his teammates? They're all yucking it up with him, talking about what a great guy Ben is. They're treating him the way Borat treated the town rapist. He's a Ben, the team rapist. Naughty, naughty. Oh, well, Ben, all will be forgiven if you just win another championship and change your number to 24. Jim, if I can be serious for a minute, I have decided to decline this year's Smack-Off invitation. Now that the Hack-Offs become the lead into the Smack-Off, I can't participate. You see, whether it's the Hack-Off or it's reality TV, we've reached this point where we're allowing ourselves to be amused by those who unintentionally entertain us through a combination of their sheer stupidity and a need for attention. I don't want to be a part of this. When did talent no longer become necessary? Besides when Silk won the Smack-Off. I mean, why is it that the world knows a vapid troll like Snooki? Why is she on The Tonight Show? She should be under a bridge somewhere dispensing riddles to weary travelers before she lets them pass. You can have your Bret Michaels with his guy liner and his orange skin and his I'm a Blood bandana holding his peroxide hair weave in place. I'll listen to Eddie Vedder. This need for unwanted attention, it's everywhere, Jim, from socialites releasing sex tapes to reality TV morons getting in fights and tanning and calling themselves Guidos. Even the jungle's own producer is a reality star whose morning ritual involves shaving his pecs. Ugh. Oh, memo to Rachel. It's okay for you to shave your pecs. Come on, Rachel, shave your rack. But, Jim, if this is pop culture, I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to watch any of these reality shows, let alone talk about them. And did you notice nearly every Hack-Off participant did a song parody? Ugh. That's because the song parodies are the utter embodiment of hackdom, Bodie. I'd rather hear Greg in Vegas cross the line on a brave one-armed surfer. Hey, it's not her fault she finds herself paddling around in circles. Jim, my point's this. Today, I find myself like Howard Cosell after the Tex Cobb beatdown. After hearing the Hack-Off and realizing it's just another form of this insidious reality TV, and it's now a part of my Smack-Off, my conscience mandates I quit. I won't glamorize these idiots. I stand for merit and talent. So, Jimmy, tramps like us, babe, getting chased around the American League by Omar Vizquel. And Vinnie Mac, to you, I say, congratulations. You're the cleverest dimwit. Go celebrate with the tallest midget and the smartest Fullerton grad. Oh, and Vinnie Mac? That's one shot! That's one shot, kid! That's one shot! Jim, I got to get out of here. I got to hit the gym, tan, do a little laundry. Tonight the Joe's heads are coming over. We're going to throw a few Allen Bros on my master-built smoker, a.k.a. my Lewinsky. Then we're going to get our Sapphire on, and we're going to beat the beat. Out.
You might too, Joe. You might too, Joe.